So ExxonMobil is still one of my largest positions since I recommended it on this channel in 2020 when it was selling for $33 a share, and now it's at $106. I got a little concerned when I learned last week that Exxon is the most widely shorted stock on the S&P 500. So I did a little bit of digging, and this is what I found. I found out that on November 6th, a very successful investor called Jeffrey Ubben purchased approximately 250,000 shares of Exxon worth almost $27 million. So when I found this out, I did a little bit of digging to find out who Jeff Ubben actually is. Turns out he is a board member who sits on the board of ExxonMobil. He is an extremely successful investor and former hedge fund manager. He's worth $4 billion. And he only owns 9 stocks, and one of his biggest holdings is ExxonMobil. Now, one of the most basic things in investing 101, so to speak, is follow what the insiders are doing. Jeff Ubben came into the Exxon board with an ESG-driven proxy battle that I also did a video on a few years ago, engine number 1. They ended up adding 3 board members to the Exxon board through this proxy battle, and he was one of them. It also turns out that this $26 million of additional investment is only a fraction of what he owns in Exxon. He owns over 2 million shares, which are currently valued at close to $218 million. In addition to Exxon, he has 9 other major positions in a number of well-known public equities, and he sits on multiple boards of these companies, so you can rest fairly assured that he is an extremely successful and sophisticated investor. So I guess you got to ask yourself, knowing this information, are you going to listen to a bunch of sheeple, i.e. the crowd, who is negative on Exxon ever since it sold at an all-time low of $33 a share in 2020, and they were negative all the way up to 106. Are you going to believe those idiots, or are you going to believe a highly successful insider who's not only owns a tremendous amount of Exxon, but is actually buying more? Let me know who you're going with in the comments below.